everyone, Kaigan John here, and welcome to the first video of the new year. It is January 1st, 2023, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, this is going to be a sort of a look back of mine and a couple of my friends' favorite moments, Toku moments specifically, of 2022. Now, at first I was going to release this video on the 31st, but I slept all day and I had to work at night, and I didn't want to release the video at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or whenever I would finish it because, you know, people are out doing their thing. So I decided to wait until the 1st, and here we are. This is just a sort of intro to the video. There will be 3 sections. You'll get to hear from my boy Sentai 5 first, and then you'll get to hear from my boy Mr. Cooper 92 second, and then lastly you hear from me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know your favorite Toku moments of 2022, be it Sentai, Rider, Ultraman, or something else. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm curious to see what you guys liked from this past year. Anyway, let's get right into it.
Hey everybody, Sentai 5 here. Just wanted to quickly talk about my favorite tokusatsu moments of 2022. So starting off, we're going to do Kamen Rider first, and one of my favorite Kamen Rider moments of this year was the beginning of episode 10 of Kamen Rider Black Sun. It was just so incredible and such a faithful recreation of the original Kamen Rider Black opening, and it was just such a great way to kick off the final episode of the series as well. Now, moving on to Super Sentai, please bear with me because there's quite a few things I want to talk about. Starting off are the announcements for the 20th anniversary movies of Hurricaneger and Aba Ranger. It was undoubtedly one of the best weekends to be a Super Sentai fan. We knew Hurricaneger was going to happen no matter what because, let's face it, the cast always comes back, always loves to come back, and we as fans always love to see them come back. For Aba Ranger, it was a genuinely huge surprise to see the entire cast come back, mainly because some of them have retired for years. But for the quick 30-second previews we got for both anniversary specials, I'm very excited for them, and I can't wait to see what 2023 brings for both teams. Finally, last but not least, the duel between Sonoi and Don Momotaro at the end of Don Brothers episode 27. The fight itself was short and to the point, with a very nice build-up the entire episode leading up to it. Not to mention the incredible insert song Only the Moon Knows playing in the background as the fight happens. Don Momotaro obviously walks out victorious, but episode 32 sees the rematch between both of them and has Sonoi as the one who wins. So it was a very nice full circle moment because that version was filmed the exact same way, shot for shot, as the first one was. Overall, regardless of which version you prefer, their duel was very unique for Super Sentai, and honestly, I could see this duel become parodied or a future series paying homage to it. So that's pretty much it for my favorite tokusatsu moments of 2022. I hope you all enjoy them and have a happy and healthy new year. Thank you.
What's going on, guys? This is Vaughn, and I'm here to tell you my favorite Toku moment of 2022. Thank you to my brother John. John, Vaughn, you get it? Anyways, I'm here to talk to you about my favorite Toku moment of 2022. My favorite moment will have to be from the clip show episode of Don Brothers, and I'll pretty much act it like it's season finale of the show because Kamen Rider Revice ended that same day, but at the beginning of the episode of that clip show, Kaito was watching his television, and he pretty much said like, Kamen Rider Revice has ended, and then next thing you know, he turned it off and looked away from the TV, and it's the most funniest thing I've ever seen because I have some moment with Revice. I think the ending for me was an ending, but the way that he just turned off the video, turned off the TV, and just looked away, saying, "Kamen Rider Revice has ended." Click. I started laughing. Like, it was legit the funniest thing, and yeah, It just pretty much shows you why I love Don Brothers. Don Brothers just do some outlandish stuff, and they landed it perfectly. And I love the show so much. So definitely will have to be that moment in Don Brothers. So yeah, that is my favorite Toku moment of 2022. So I'll see you in 2023 and see what happens. Vaughn out.
Vaughn may be out, but John is in. Now it's time to talk about my favorite Toku moments of 2022. So let's get my least favorite thing out of the way. Kamen Rider. I don't really watch that much Kamen Rider stuff this year. I still need to watch Black Sun. I'm sorry. Stopped liking Revice very early on, and I pretty much hate Revice now. I stopped watching Geet subbed early on. Obviously, I still try to keep up with it, because I'm going to start talking about it on the channel again. But the only thing I really did finish the past few years was Saber. In this past year, there was one little piece of Saber content that came out at the very beginning of the year. Like the first quarter of the year, basically. And that is the movie Saber Trio of Deep Sin. I believe it came out in January, but I don't think we got it like completely subbed until like March or maybe February. I don't know, but it was one of those months we got it. I remember me and Five, and I think Vaughn and Herb all watched it, not together, but around the same time, and we were just like, man, this is the best Kamen Rider movie we've seen in years. Compare that movie to the Revice summer movie, Battle Familia. Man, literally my favorite moment for Kamen Rider this whole year is literally that entire movie. Like, I love that entire movie. It made me even like Kento. Come on, man. Like, the cinematography and the director for that movie did a fantastic job. Like, the story's pretty good. The trio, have their own like storylines. They all meet together by the end. They each have to fight someone from their past, basically, or someone that they love. Like, the suits were raw. Seeing them back, seeing the new suits, Kento killing his wife or trying to kill his wife in the church was raw. It was really interesting, especially for a Kamen Rider movie, like a modern one. I definitely rank this movie up there. I haven't seen many Kamen Rider movies, but I definitely rank this one up there with Project G4 as one of my favorites. Yeah, that's definitely a highlight for Kamen Rider this year. Absolutely. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's great. Anyway, on to the Super Sentai part. You're probably thinking, a lot happened for Super Sentai this year. Maybe you're thinking I want to put Don Brothers on here. You'd be wrong. I think my favorite moment for Sentai this year has to be the entirety of the final episode of Zenkaiger. Not only do we get a nice epilogue for all these characters that we really grew to love throughout this whole year, we get one of the best scenes in all of Super Sentai, and that's Kaito facing off in a Janken battle against God. Kaito beats God in rock, paper, scissors, Janken, whatever, and to me, this is peak Zenkaiger. Like, this is Kaito. This is like 100% Kaito. Like, he would for sure do this, and he does it. And then he solos the Zenkai cannon and shoots it into the sky at, like, I don't know, some orb or something. I don't remember exactly, but I remember him shooting it, I think one-handed, untransformed. So, the Zenkaiger finale is absolutely my favorite Sentai moment of this year, without a doubt. Now, don't get me wrong, Don Brothers is fantastic, and there's way too many scenes for me to pick from there, but, I mean, just Don Brothers in general I like, but I have to go with Zenkaiger, because Zenkaiger was something special for me and the boys at Legion. Seeing the way it ended, very open ending, very happy ending, for everyone, including my boy Stacy. We love you. I have to go with Zenkaiger. Those are my favorite Toku moments of 2022, as well as Sentai 5 and Mr. Cooper 92's. I can't wait for this next year of Toku. We got King Oger, we got, the new Kamen Rider eventually. We got Hurricane Ranger 20th, Ob Ranger 20th, got the Power Ranger stuff too, which I don't really care about, but I'll check it out. So much stuff, so thank you all for a great, year, basically 6 months. I'm going to try to start uploading more, and yeah, see you guys then.